A Washington Post reporter who covers the federal workforce had her home searched by the FBI, who seized her phone and laptops. Now, an FBI spokesperson says the reporter and the Washington Post are not the focus of the probe, which is investigating the government contractor who leaked the information on Venezuela, and he's already in jail. Then people are saying, well, why are you trying to intimidate people? Because if the man is in jail and you know who did it and you have all the information, why are you going to her house?
Yeah.
That's my question.
And it's
the leaker has been found and is in jail right now. And that's the leaker on Venezuela. And a very bad leaker. So there could be some others, and we'll let you know about that. We're out on their trail. But the leaker has been found, and the leaker's in jail. And will probably be in jail for a long time. Let's see what happens.
Since this is an active investigation, I don't want to comment on it much more than what we did yesterday to obviously confirm the investigation, and I can confirm what the Attorney General stated and the President as well, which is that the individual, unfortunately a contractor at the Pentagon, chose to unlawfully leak classified and very serious information to this Washington Post reporter. Hence why the reporter's home was looked into by the FBI, rightfully so. And the administration is not going to tolerate leaks, especially from within the national security apparatus of the United States government, that put our nation's integrity and our national security at risk. Full stop. The President will not support that. I know the Secretary of War will not support that, and it will not stand. And legal action will be taken against anyone, whether it's a member of the press or whether it's an employee for a federal agency who breaks the law. If you break the law and if you endanger our men and women in uniform, you are going to be held accountable, period, full stop.
Venezuela's opposition leader, Maria Machado, has presented Donald Trump with her Nobel Peace Prize during their first meeting. James Matthews was on the ground in Washington, D.C. as she left the White House a little bit earlier this morning and filed this report.
That was Maria Corina Machado leaving Capitol Hill, having met a number of senators. It was something of a media scrum, and you can see it there as she stops at a red light. The drill there, or the routine, was to be a news conference on the grass outside Capitol Hill. But as you'll see, she got rather waylaid and is surrounded by members of the media and certainly members of the exiled Venezuelan community who have come to see the woman they hope will lead them and their country back towards a liberal democracy. That's what this has all been about for her today, meeting Donald Trump, to hear news she will not have wanted to hear. He retains the position that she's not tough enough, is not the woman to lead Venezuela. She heard him say yesterday she had a conversation with Delcy Rodriguez, now acting up in place of Nicolas Maduro. He called her a terrific person. There will be a concern that Machado is being frozen out of the future of Venezuela, and she clearly came here on a charm offensive. It appears that she did indeed give him her Nobel Peace Prize medal. That's what she said. Didn't quite clarify whether or not he accepted it, whether it remains in his possession. But if it does, that will be a controversy, particularly for the Nobel Peace Committee. But clearly, she came here looking for reassurance, I think, that her country has a future ahead of it that evolves towards a liberal democracy, and that she will play a part in that. Remember, in last year's elections, she was seen to have been the clear winner, the legitimate winner, or to have led her movement towards victory, but she was sidelined by the dictator Maduro. Donald Trump right now seems quite comfortable in the company of the politicians and the colleagues that Maduro left behind. Like-minded politicians continuing to run the country, at least in the short term, along similar lines. That will be the fear of these Venezuelan exiles here, that nothing changes, that Donald Trump wants to get his hands on Venezuelan oil and is less concerned about the politics. Maria, did you offer to President Trump your Nobel Peace Prize?
I presented the President of the United States the medal of the Nobel Peace Prize, and I told him this. Listen to this. 200 years ago, General Lafayette gave Simón Bolívar a medal with George Washington's face on it. Bolívar since then kept that medal for the rest of his life. Actually, when you see his portraits, you can see the medal there. And it was given by General Lafayette as a sign of the brotherhood between the United States, people of the United States, and the people of Venezuela in the fight for freedom against tyranny. And 200 years in history, the people of Bolívar are giving back to the heir of Washington a medal, in this case a medal of the Nobel Peace Prize, as a recognition for his unique commitment with our freedom.